Hello and welcome to a new video on our YouTube channel. My name is Theodor.
I'm Andras.
And we are going to talk today about a riflescopes series made by Vortex. Since we're going through all the Vortex products, and Andras, which series are we going to debate today?
We're going to debate over Vortex famous Strike Eagle.
Yeah, true. This is the Strike Eagle is probably one of the, at least in our shop, one of the best-selling series of entire Vortex. I also think that in general, probably these scopes are the most popular ones among all of the scopes they produce. So Andras, if we start a little bit, what are the models in this series?
The models in this series are 1 to 6 by 24, then we have 1 to 8 by 24, we have 3 to 18 by 44, and we have 4 to 24 by 50.
Yeah, so all of them have really wide zoom ratios, so 6 times or 8 times, really big zoom ratios. But it all started with this simple model, 1 to 6. I think 4 or 5 years ago, Vortex came out with this scope, and it was one of the first of its type on the market. So affordable scope meant for dynamical shooting on rifles on AR platforms, and this in our region mostly for IPSC shooters, which was affordable, which offered 30mm tube, daytime illumination, and a really decent field of view and possibility to use it with both eyes open.
Yeah, and I think that even today, now in 2019, not many scopes in this price class offer daytime bright illumination. So this was a huge step up in this game.
And we have to be honest that a lot of other manufacturers came out with similar scopes in the last couple of years. So they tried to copy the Strike Eagle 1 to 6 many times, many different manufacturers. But this one is still, I would say, the benchmark in this class, or at least one of the best options, and it still sells really, really well. Even though I have to be honest, when it came out, we were selling them like hundreds and hundreds of them.
So like hotcakes.
Yeah, it was really, really crazy because there was no competition, and because people said, okay, all of these scopes, they come between 300 and 600 euros, and said, okay, let's see a wide angle scope for 300 euros or 350, the 1 to 6 model, and it was like, wow, how good it is. Because the field of view is like 38 meters, really a lot. It's really easy to use it with both eyes open. It's a decent scope for really not that much, not for a really high price.
Yeah, and I think that it was the success of this series that encouraged Vortex to actually make a whole series out of Strike Eagle, right? Now we have 4 models, and they're all successful, I would say.
Yeah, true. Even though none can really match the success of 1 to 6, but still 1 to 8, it was already refined. It was a little bit more expensive, but you see it was made nicer. The optics was a little bit better because it went all the way to 8-time magnification, even though for the majority of people 6-time is enough. On Power 1 they're really, really similar. They have similar reticles but not the same, but they're both like a horseshoe with a bullet drop reticle. When you put it on maximum magnification, you can see on a reticle manual with a, let's say 2 to 3 is a usual caliber for rifles on which such scopes are used. You can see the bullet drops written and the subtension, how they work, you know, on which hash you need to aim at which distance. 1 to 8 works really similarly, so very similar reticle, but a little bit different. Some people prefer 1 to 8 reticle. And then we have, I would say last year in 2018, both new models, 3 to 18 by 44 and 4 to 24 by 50. Those are meant for a little bit, I would say, longer shots. Normally they have parallax adjustment, also illuminated reticle, and ABR4 MOA reticle.
And the turrets are a little bit different. Here we have the low profile cap turrets, here we have the open tactical turrets.
True.
With a turn indicator below the turret.
The turn indicator is below, even though...
So we have a multi-turn turret.
Yeah, a really classical one. It doesn't have a zero stop, it doesn't have a turn indicator, mechanical turn indicator. It only has marks under the turret. and the clicks are 1/4 MOA on both of big two models.
Yeah, on the small models we have the half MOA clicks. Yeah.
So in centimeters, if we talk here in European side, those they click around 1.4 millimeters on 100 meters. These two bigger models, they click at 7 millimeters and 100 meters.
So this one 1.4 centimeters probably.
Yeah, centimeters. Yeah. So 14 millimeters, 7 millimeters.
Yeah, because this is after all a series, a Strike Eagle, there have to be some characteristics that unite this scope. So we have a 30 millimeter tube.
Yeah.
They all are equipped with the illumination system. Anything else?
Even though the illumination on the wide angle scopes 1:6 and 1:8 is daytime bright, while on this long range scopes with a high magnification, it's more meant for use in low light at dusk and dawn. For scopes like this, you don't need daytime bright illumination.
Course,
they're not meant for this. They feature one part tube, which is now more or less standard for all the scopes. And they all feature really great Vortex VIP warranty. The warranty which made Vortex really successful and really famous.
And they're all made in China.
They're all made in China, yeah, but still really decent quality.
Decent quality, yeah.
And price-wise, they go roughly from 350 euros for the cheapest model all the way to roughly 600 euros for the more expensive models. They also all feature only one single reticle choice, which is located in the second focal plane. So the reticle subtensions, they do change when you change the magnification. It's not a first focal tactical scope, it's more of a target scope with the second focal plane reticle. They also all feature as an accessory, you can buy throw levers for them, so that you're able to manipulate the magnification faster.
They also all come with the protection for both lenses, ocular and objective. Now we can see that on the wide angle models we have these made of plastic, while on the bigger models we have the classic bikini cover made out of rubber.
It's not really that classic, it's much more nicer, because to be honest, like 5 years ago all the scopes have this bikini style lens covers, but they were made out of plastic, and then only the rubber in connecting the plastic caps. But now these are made much nicer.
I don't think that they also tear apart that easily, because with the plastic they could also...
There was many problems with lens covers made out of plastic, so this is a much better way to do it. And like always, Vortex really nailed it. They knew how to do the small stuff, which at the end is really important. I think we covered most of the things, yeah?
I think we covered most of the things, so I bet you're going to like this video up here, and you can also check this playlist right here because it's connected to this video. Subscribe.
We handpicked all the videos in the playlist.
Yes, of course. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Subscribe.